Well, good morning. I know it has been a little while since you've seen me, and it's morning. There's no makeup on, so excuse the look. Today is October 7th, 2021. As you know, I had journaled my Sibo journey back in 2019, and I did a full 21 days on the elemental diet, and I healed from it. And it was a long process of healing. In that time period, lots of different stresses has happened in my life. And I believe it was June, or it might have been June or very early July, I came to you saying, I healed my SIBO, giving you tips and everything. Well, since mid July, I had a couple bouts of some things that made me question, why did I just have those bouts? That's not normal. I still eat safely. So, out of precaution, we upped some herbals for me, and I started ADP by, oh gosh, I think it's Biogenics. I may be right. Biotics, I think is the name. I started ADP, which is a natural oregano antibiotic. And it seemed to quell some of the symptoms. So it makes me think, between me and my doctor, there's a possibility due to stresses that I might have had a little SIBO creep back in. We all know that the recurrence rate of this, for me to go 2 years symptom free pretty much, is amazing because most people do have a reoccurrence. For the most part, my symptoms aren't where they were the first time that I had SIBO. And I am just out of precaution, I am doing a SIBO test today just to see the proper treatment plan because my bowels did change some. And I did have a couple attacks. So we just want to make sure that I don't have to go back to eating safely like all the time. We want to get me completely back and make sure that with the stresses in my life that this has not reoccurred. So my doctor ordered me, and excuse me, I'm holding this with my hands. So if it's a little bumpy, let me kind of move it because my arm's getting tired. Okay, so we ordered something called Trio Smart. I'm not sure anybody has taken this home test, but this is the little pamphlet for Trio Smart. And Trio Smart is basically tests three different, hydrogen sulfide, and methane. The last time I had SIBO, it was high methane, which is consistent with constipation. When I had my 2 bounce, it was the other way, and with this time, which is strange. And then I noticed my stools were changing to more constipated again, even with taking my magnesium and my Motility, which I still take. So I thought something's up and I just don't want to go back. And that's the thing with this. If you find you've healed, which I praise that and hope that you all do heal because it is possible. And I do believe that I was healed 100% and by the grace of God and doing the proper treatments. But if you do find that you're having little hiccups here and there, just go back to your safe foods for a while. If things clear up, you're probably fine. But if you're doing that and then you're still finding that you might be having some attacks, it may be time to talk to your doctor about adding in some herbals again, just to get it under control so that you don't end up in the severe case that you were in when you started before. So that is why we're doing this, just to make sure we get the proper protocol. So I'm taking a SIBO test this morning. It comes in a box like this in the mail, and it comes with 10 bags that look like this. It comes with a mouthpiece. So this is my next bag. I'm actually testing right now with the mouthpiece. Maybe we'll be able to show you how that's done here when my timer goes off. You have 9 bags like this. The first sample that you do is without, any solution that you have drank. And then in 15 minutes after you've drank the solution your doctor prescribed, which could be either lactulose or sucralose, which mine was the lactulose. I had 15 ml and then 8 ounces of water. Then after 15 minutes of that, because you have to get a baseline sample first with no lactulose or no sucralose, and then you go ahead and start testing. So every 15 minutes, I have to blow into this and put the time and the date on there, and of course my name and everything. And then when I'm done with the test, this is going to take 3 hours. So I figured, why not try to film? Put it in the biohazard bag. They give you a return label and you mail it back. The other thing is the prep. So It states that before your test that you're supposed to stop all motility products and any antibiotics. And I did talk to my doctor about that because I am on ADP and I am on like candibactin still, just like one a day, and the ADP 3 a day right now. And I do take Metilopro at night, and I take magnesium citramate. And she advised me that because it's not traditional antibiotics, that I should stay on everything, including my supplements, that it would be okay. So I hope it doesn't interfere in my test. But I was told to stay on it because, so follow your doctors on that, because in the instructions it does say to stop it for 7 days. And for me, stopping it would not be a good thing. So we stayed on it. Okay. So hopefully it doesn't affect my test. The day before you test with this, you are allowed to eat only, I'm going to read this straight from the book in case you do this. I'm sorry, my camera's all over the place because I'm trying to do this. So during the time period, your diet can be only of meat, which that's what I've been on anyway lately. Meat, so poultry, fish, beef, pork, tofu, eggs, potatoes, white rice. Limit seasonings to oil, salt, and pepper in addition to water. You can have coffee and tea, but with no dairy. And do not eat or drink anything other than these items listed here, and then fast for 8 to 12 hours. So my last meal was like 6 o'clock yesterday. And so it's early in the morning. And, I've started because if I started later, I wouldn't be able to eat anything till late afternoon. So I want to be able to, have something to eat after this because I'm hungry. So that's how that works. Your day before is really important. And so we're testing, and we will see what happens, and I will keep you posted. Again, I think if I do have it, it's very slight, and we'll just probably up some of these herbals and knock it out, and we'll be good to go again. I just don't want it to get to how sick I was before, and I would rather be safe than sorry. So please know, if you are struggling with Sibo and you do have a current diagnosis, and maybe you're going through the elemental diet, you can heal from it. I don't want to discourage anyone. For 2 years, I've been good. I've been very thankful. That's why I did a video that I healed, because I did. And at that time that I did that video, I don't know if I'd had like one bout at that time or was having small things, but I just didn't think much of it because I'm like, okay, well, maybe I overdid the gluten-free Oreo cookies, because I was eating those. Or maybe I overdid the dairy-free ice creams, and maybe it was just a little too much. But honestly, I think it's the stress, because stress in your life, the world that we're in right now, and the stress, just itself can be really hard. And if you're an anxious person in general to begin with, and then that gut-brain connection, can cause some issues. So I think it might have crept in a little, and we're just taking precautions. So I will keep you posted on what the test comes back as. I'll be sending this off right away. And I continue to pray for all of you that are in this journey in healing. Please stay encouraged. Please stay in the fight. If you are on the ED, please don't give up after the 10th day, the 9th day. You're going to go through die-off, and it's going to suck. I'm just going to say it. It's going to suck. Watch my videos. Day 10 and 11, day, I think, 18 and 19. I went through it again. It is not fun. But I knew that if I didn't sacrifice that time, I would still be as sick as I was then now, probably. Round after round after round. So why restart it again? You're already in it. Finish it. Brave it out. If you're a prayerful person, get to praying. If you have other methods of having ways to get you through it, have a good support system. For me, it was prayer and a good support system. And, just really pushing myself that I can do this, and telling myself I can do this. Sometimes those boards on Facebook can get depressing. When you're reading story after story of people that are not healed yet, that can be very discouraging. So I encourage you that once you have started the ED, don't go in there looking for a bunch of like, oh my gosh, because all it's going to do is give you some doom. Look for the positives. Find videos like mine. Find videos like Rebecca Coombs. And there was 2 other people that at the time, it seems like more people are coming out now with it. When I did it 2 years ago, it was literally me and there was like 2 other people on YouTube or something that journaled. And I was so thankful for Rebecca and the other lady from, I believe she was from the UK, to watch their videos and to see the struggle, to know that this is what I'm going to go through. And everybody's journey is going to be different, but I need to expect the worst, hope for the best. And, that's what I did. So, it's not for nothing. I guess that's what I'm saying. It's not for nothing. You can heal right after you're done with ED. Don't expect to be perfect. It's going to take some time. You got a newborn baby belly. You got to work on slowly. That's another thing I see people do is I'm going to start eating right away. No, go slow. Your gut can't take it. You need to be, especially if you're sensitive as I was, you got to go slow. So go really, really slow. My timer should be going off any second here. Any minute now it should be going off. If I can film that, I will. Like I said, I'm one-handed. Literally woke up, brushed my teeth because it says you can do that. Thank God. Brushed my teeth, took a tiny sip of water, went ahead, did my first sample without the lactulose. Then you do the lactulose. It was 15 ml for me with an 8-ounce cup of water. And then 15 minutes later, took another sample. And now it's been every 15 minutes. I'm already on bag 4. So we got to go through bag 9. And then so far also, just so you guys are aware, there it is. Alexa, timer off. Just so you know, knock on wood, no stomach pain right now. There's no stomach pain. There's no bloating for me. So how this works, and I'm going to try to do this one-handed. There's a valve. So I'm going to turn it to the on position. So I'm doing this one-handed. Let's see. We don't want to mess up my test. Okay, hang on. Open. Okay. There's also a little thing here. So I'm going to take a deep breath, and then I'm going to do a continual exhale. And in the first 2 seconds, after 2 seconds, I'm going to close my finger and the bag's going to blow up. Okay. Okay, then you turn the valve closed and it's closed. So now that's going to go off to the lab, and you take the mouthpiece out and you get your next bag ready. So I need to put the time on this, just giving you an update. Hang in there, guys. This may be a lifelong thing for all of us, but we can heal and we can keep an eye on it and we can get better. So please don't think just because you're seeing me do this that, oh my God, I'm going to get sick again. Just keep an eye on your health. Watch your stress loads. It's better to be safe than sorry, and it's better to get a handle of things if you have any symptoms at all, to take care of it right away so you don't get to where that bacteria is flourishing, and you're so sick. So that's all I'm doing. I'll keep you posted. Have a great day, guys, and cheers to your healing. Blessings to your healing.